My name is Kathleen Murphy and I am an education worker and trainee teacher. When I was growing up, I never really thought about what I wanted to do. When I started actively thinking about it, I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a primary school teacher. But I didn't think that that was something that people like me could do. I worked for an organisation called Pavey Point a few years ago, and they encouraged me to go to college. I got a bit of support off them to actually start college, and I went and did my undergraduate in law and sociology. And it was around that time I started thinking about, well, I could do a master's degree in primary school teaching and that would be great. So I started investigating into it and I realised you needed a leaving cert, which I didn't have. But I was like, that's fair enough, I can get those couple of subjects I need to get, I can go as an adult learner to do that. And then I realised one of the subjects you needed was Irish. And that was a big problem because when I was in primary school, I was refused Irish because of who I am. The biggest reason why it's taken me so long to become a teacher is because someone decided when I was 10 that I didn't need to learn Irish. And that to me is the hardest thing, because what was just an ordinary day to her literally weirdly changed my life and has made this journey so much harder. I kind of thought at that stage that there'd be no opportunity for me to become a teacher because I could do the leaving cert, but I was like, Irish is way too out there, I'd never get enough of what I need. And it was while I was still working in Pavey Point, halfway through the masters, that I met somebody called Miriam, who was working on a Tubber programme in Marino, who explained to me that I could absolutely do Irish and I could do those subjects and stuff like that. It's a programme that's dedicated to working with people who are not normally seen in the teacher profession. So it's actively help and support travellers and Roma in the teaching profession. I've just finished my teaching programme. I have to do the assessment bit, but that is a bit delayed because I'm having a baby and I'm about to go on maternity leave. And once I'm qualified through the UK, I'll be going back to get the Irish again, but I'll be going through it a different way. But the main thing is I'll be getting the Irish, and I eventually will get to a stage where I'm standing in front of my own classroom. I would hope that the next generation wouldn't have to go through unconscious bias from their teachers. It's still happening because as a current education support worker, I'm seeing it in my work, in my role. I'm seeing the damage is still being done, but I'm also seeing the progress as well. So I'm hoping that continues. For anybody who would want, whether it's a traveller or Roma who wants to become a teacher, I would absolutely say seek the support, because it can be a very lonely road. I sought support myself and I was offered support, and that really did help me. But the biggest thing though is, in order to be a primary school teacher, you need to have your 3 leaving cert subjects at the very minimum, which is maths, English and Irish. You need to have a level of Irish where you can pass the TEG exam. So stay in school.